In this part 4, episode 3, we will focus on the India and the US nexus on Pakistan. Before we go in, let's take a deep dive in the history. India basically saw its roots as a Hindu under Chandragupta Maurya. At that stage, Chandragupta Maurya Prime Minister wrote a book called Akshara Shastra, and his name was Kautilya. It signifies what a prince and how the Indian empire should look like. Since that time, Hindus have basically coined the word Akhand Bharat, Greater Bharat. Now, Akhand Bharat goes from Punjab all the way up to Burma. But then there is also another virulent sect inside in the Hindus who actually say it's from the Mekong to the Euphrates. So I think the overall hold on the empire depends who you talk to in India. However, it is for sure that they are an expansionist mythology thinking. Now we look a little bit what is Hinduism and Pakistan. Now, especially Punjab holds immense significance in Hindu mythology. It is considered the birthplace of the Vedic civilization, where the oldest Hindu scriptures, the Rig Veda, are believed to be composed, making the region a crucial cradle for Hinduism itself. Additionally, many key events from Mahabharata epic are situated in Punjab region, further solidifying its importance in Hindu lore. Key points about Punjab role in Hindu mythology is the following. Origins of the Vedic text, the Rig Veda, foundational text of Hinduism, was composed along the Indus River in Punjab region around 1500 BC. Mahabharata, many pivotal battles from Mahabharata took place in the Punjab region. Important Hindu figures, especially like the sage Kashpaya, who said to have founded Multan. In Hinduism, Indra refers to god Indra, was in Punjab. He is known as the god of thunder, lightning, and god of all gods, often depicted as a powerful warrior king of the gods. Another thing to remember, Sanskrit was born in Shalgutura, which is modern Lahore, Pakistan. The Hinduism, oldest recorded religion practiced by the Punjabi people, the historic Veda of the Vedic region is from 1500 to 500 BC, ideas and practices in Punjab. And at that time, it was mostly the worship of Indra, the Hindu god of heaven and lightning. The above, as you can see, is the driving force by BJP and the lack of tolerance of any other religion in this region, especially Punjab and Pakistan. And we should not be surprised if they go focus on ethnic cleansing also. Now let's focus on Modi's just concluding visit to USA. They basically, India is going to buy a lot of billions of oil and other things from America. India folded before even that and just took off all the tariffs from America. What the Americans have given him, they're going to give him at least 2 squadrons of F-35 of the latest versions to India stealth fighters. This is a huge thing. It will give India a tremendous advantage technology-wise in the air. In addition to that, US Donald Trump has nominated Paul Kapoor, an expert on South Asian security and nuclear issues, as Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asia. Paul Kapoor will succeed Donald Lu, who oversaw the region's diplomatic affairs under Joe Biden, and at times they were referred to as the viceroys for the region. Looks like now there's going to be a very tough stand on Islamabad, contrasting with past efforts to maintain a balance between the two South Asian neighbors, India and Pakistan. Another thing to see is recent visit of Marco Rubio to Panama. Panama is where the Chinese were building and supporting the Panama Canal. Immediately succeeded in ejecting the Chinese from that, as well as the Panama president said he will not extend this agreement anymore, Belt and Road with China. So China more or less got the boot over there. So this is how they're going to handle any Belt and Road initiative, and in our case, CPAC. Another thing to look at is what was the joint statement from Modi and Trump. The leaders reaffirmed the global scourge of terrorism to be fought and safe haven eliminated from every corner of the world. They also committed to strengthen cooperation against terrorist threats from groups like Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Taiba, to prevent heinous acts like Mumbai on 26/11 and Abbey-Gate bombing in Afghanistan from August 26, 2021. In addition, President Trump announced that the administration approved the extradition of Captain Dr. Tahawar Rana, a Canadian national of Pakistani origins and of the Pakistan Army originally, wanted by Indian agencies for his role in 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks. And Trump said he must face justice in India. Another thing to watch is a bill which Marco Rubio introduced in July 25th last year in the US Senate, which proposes to treat India at par with allies like Japan, Israel, Korea, and NATO regarding technology transfer and supporting India in response to growing threats to its territorial integrity. It proposes to bar Pakistan from receiving security assistance if found to be sponsored terrorism against India. Looks like in their statement, they found Pakistan to be guilty. It will also give India an exemption from CAATSA sanctions for purchases of Russian equipment. This is the first time such an India-centric bill has been introduced in US Congress. It proposes to put India at the same level as treaty allies, exempted from CAATSA, and impose sanctions on Pakistan for promoting terrorism in India. And in the joint statement, as you can see, they have mentioned exactly to bring perpetrators of Pathankot, Mumbai, and to make sure Pakistan does not have its territory used for cross-border attacks. Currently, we should not be surprised if both India and America basically start supporting the BLA and the TTP and join forces with our Muslim brothers to the West to give us a tough time. And I think we should expect that. In addition, USA will come directly against CPAC, and I think they're going to start putting the tightening the nuts and bolts onto Pakistan. It would be interesting to note how IMF reacts to the Americans playing in the background. But as you see what has happened in Panama, we may find that US may be playing on the front foot, not so much delicately in the back. So this remains to be seen. We must watch it because this will have grave consequences for our country. In addition to all that, with India acquiring F-35s, I think India will start taking a directly and aggressive stance against Pakistan. Now, that is something very interesting. And I think India will start doing Balakot level strikes down the road as they get F-35s. But after, another thing to watch, there may be a nexus with Israel. After Israel, basically, if they're successful with Iran, I think you'll see a joint nexus between the Israelis and the Indians with the US in the background, basically focusing on Pakistan. Now, the key I would like to see is China transfers the 2 or 4 or 100 J-35s to Pakistan. So that would at least deter some level of the direct aggression on Pakistan. I think even 2 squadrons would be a great additions to Pakistan. And it'll definitely put a deterrence in there. And with the latest technology of China, where they can detect stealth, whether it's ground-based or air-based, or the airship-based, they can detect the F-35 stealth fighters. That would be a great addition over here to basically further deter any further actions against Pakistan. We'll have to watch and see, and let's see how it goes. In the next episode, we're going to analyze China and how our stance is going to be in this.